Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are back in the War of Three Peaks. We have a quest to go find Broin somewhere in the north where Trousty here last saw them. I'm assuming that's how you say the name. And yeah, it's been a little while since we played. Since that, we put out our little question video for what you guys want to see next in the series. So if you haven't seen that, we're looking... because we're 4 quests, I think, are finishing. We are looking currently at what the next what we're going to do after the series is quote-unquote done. Do we just delay till the next expansion? Or are we going to, like, wait until... why can't I zoom in? Oh. Or do we wait until the next expansion? Or do we do, like, deeding stuff, but every week, maybe? I'll put a link to that one, like, in the top right-hand corner if you want to go see it and sort of go over our options. But, yeah, if you haven't seen that one, is something I'd be interested in. We do have our hobby gift of the day and the week, so we're going to quickly look at those first. Let's quickly see what there is. So our silver gift is going to be 20 gold. Yeah, 22 gold. That's what I'm trying to say. And then our gold is going to be an improved legendary gift box, 1,000 virtue experience, and 200 mithril coins. Damn, we could open quite a few of these extra, and I'm sure the chances of getting that again is probably not worth it. It's like winning the lottery and then spending all that money on the lottery tickets again. Is it really gonna pan out for us? I don't know, but that could be something we try. I mean, we could open 100 of these, but yeah, considering in nearly 600 episodes we've only ever gotten that once, and that was today. I think the chances of it is very unlikely, though. Oh, hello. Love to attack you. Though we obviously are aware of the fact that, like, the Hobbit gifts changed, like, 3/4 of the way into the series or something like that. So, we'll see. One other thing I'm going to just preface the episode with saying, kind of, is I have sort of changed the way I'm recording today. So, hopefully everything looks fine and sounds alright. But I'm doing a little test today. So, hopefully, as I said, everything does work out. But ideally, you won't even notice anything is different. But let us make our way to the north. We're going to get rid of our deed here. And... I didn't mean to do that. Can we find Broin? Is Broin going to help? I don't want to really... I'm going against like 4 soldiers. I ideally would not like that to happen, so I'm going to try and outrun some kills. But my issue then becomes... okay, cool. I was about to say, my issue then becomes the fact that we're going to go into the poisony gas type thing. So Broin is here. He is trying to free Slagvi from the rock trap. Slagvi and I fought against wave after wave of orcs and were forced back by the sheer ferocity of the attack. During a break in the onslaught, we were prepared to rejoin the others. Slagvi tripped over some hidden cord and was partially buried beneath the fall of stones. It must be some goblin trick set here to ensnare us. Please help me lift these stones from him. So hopefully we don't get attacked. We've been pretty careful so far. With a mighty roar, the ferocious orc charges forward. I was about to say we are. I'm pretty sure we were going to get attacked. I was like 99% sure. Hopefully we're alright here, because yes, our armor's like a little bit better, because we got to 130 last episode, and obviously due to that, we have the advantage of, you know, having more agility, more vitality, more morale, more armor, and such things, so we can kind of take a hit a bit better, but we haven't had an upgrade to our damage, because we haven't had any, like, starlit crystals or anything. So that is definitely something that ideally we can maybe focus on soon. I mean, as soon as we get through this, that's going to be like our primary focus, or one of our primary focuses is weaponry, you know, increasing our legacies and stuff like that, and getting, because I don't really have any right now, but getting things on here. And maybe, if depending on how long it takes to get, we should probably do that. I'm kind of stuck. Depending on like how things go, I'm going to put one of those on. Depending on how things do end up going, we might even like try and go for a first stage and sort of work from the bottom upwards, because the advantage of us getting a first age in comparison to a third age, or the main difference, other than it looking pretty and being gold, is that we need overall less starlit crystals in order to obtain them. And we do have a thing, one of like the main component for crafting a legendary, a first stage legendary. I think I actually have 2 of them, so we could technically do both of these. So we could do it. I just need someone to help me, or find us a way ourselves of doing it by just leveling up a character if we need to. So meet up with Slagvy several trenches to the south. Oh, in fact, I was wrong. I need to move that back because I moved it recently. Looks like we're basically going back where we were. So I'm going to get on my war steed and I'm going to use sacrifice, because then I can move faster, outrun enemies, and then just get past them, hopefully. Like, I'm going to have to go past that enemy, but if I can just dash past him, it's a lot more likely that I'm just not going to aggro. If we do end up aggroing and really need to get out of it, we can always go to the inside of here, but I think we're fine. Right, I think if we follow the path for the most part, we'll get rid of this quest, because it's going to make it easier to see where it's trying to take us. Right, where do we want to go? Here. I don't think this is going to help us out. Let's kind of run past down the trench and hope it doesn't aggro any enemies, or I lose the aggro coming out of here. Right. Oh. Lose the aggro. Nope. There's a defiler following me. Are we out of aggro? Do I dismount and maybe we're out of it? Okay, I don't know what's apparently attacking us. Oh, we might be in battle with something that's being attacked by dwarfs. That could be it. Like, are they fighting up here? This thing? Yeah, it looks like this is what we're in battle with. So we should probably help out and maybe try and kill it. Otherwise, we're just going to be in battle constantly. And the Zaruka soldier can help us. I don't think that... Can they die? Or are they just a... you know, do they have unlimited morale, basically? But they're just here to look pretty, sort of thing. So the world kind of has a bit more depth to it. It's kind of annoying that you guys aren't helping, though. I will say that. Like, you guys could just, you know... give a teeny bit of a helping hand, possibly, you know. Not that hard, is it? We're not going to worry about these for the minute. It's weird not seeing any experience on our thing here. Oh, where's my mouse gone? There it is. Cool. I was really confused. I lost my mouse for a second. Do hear the trap was not set by the orcs, but by Imak the Stout Axe. Is this true? If he is a fool or has been stricken with some madness, we have difficulty enough fighting the orcs without have to worry about running around afoul on traps set by our supposed allies. I cannot believe this epoxy and Stout Axes. We must make this right. If find Imak and ask why he chose to fight dwarves and not orcs. Does he not have enough enemies from which to choose that he must attack his supposed allies? I think it's probably a misunderstanding. I have a feeling that it's just like, oh, I thought, you know, we set the trap there because it's a little bit further up. That's quite far up. So you've specifically gone out of your way to, like, go further up there. Like, you've pushed forward. So maybe, you know, he's like, oh, I didn't realize you'd be pushing that far forward already. Otherwise, I, you know, wouldn't have done it, sort of thing. And that's why we use sacrifice, because one shot off my horse. Oh, I just realized as well, our swords are now its max level. I don't think in my inventory I have. I should probably get those at some point just to do it. I don't have any the scrolls to get increase and stuff. I need to sort out my inventory. I've got so many things that are just wrong. I also need to go to Mordor at some point, which sounds redundant, but the thing where we got this Numenorian Mace of Vigor, I'm going to try and find the other, I think, 9 of those things, and also the ones in the Vales of Anduin, and try and get those so we can see if we can get some, like, better swords and stuff would be kind of cool to look at. Right, this place looks so different. Or are we in technically a different place? I can't remember. I think we are in a different place. That's an interior quest location? Oh, it's to go back to Elderslade. That makes a lot more sense. Outside. He's outside? But he's here. Okay. He just doesn't have a quest ring above him. Now he does. Collect and defuse the goblin. Oh wait, let's read what he says. They'll not cease hurling insults and threats at me, and I've weathered worse winds than that. What of the Greymore rebellion to me? They think I care about the stories of ancient dwarves, bah, they're nothing to me. They think I was wrong to set traps for the orcs. If the Longbeards paid more attention to the surroundings, they would not blunder into one of my devices. You think they would... you would not think they wanted to reclaim Gundabad at all, so I'm willing to do that... Are they to dirty their hands? Well, you'll be apt to know this. I did not have time to put the rest of my plans in motion before the defenders emerged from Gundabad and marched upon our position. I lacked the time to set the goblin bombs you collected, so I stored them in a crate inside. It is a shame, for those explosives could have claimed the lives of many orcs if I had placed them as I wanted. So we need to go inside, then outside. So there's a crate in here somewhere, apparently. There it is. We'll collect these, and then we're going to be placing them down. Okay.
Are you looking for something?
I heard the battle may have turned against us, but as long as you still fight, I think victory must still be within reach. You tell Afwald that you're looking for a number of items you think Amok stored in this crate. He nods. Oh, the goblin bombs, I wondered why they were being saved. He came by and gathered them up. He seemed very excited about them now that I think about it. Afwald sees something in your expression. Is that a problem? A little bit. Kinda.
Setting things aflame, doesn't he?
So we actually get a nice agility increase and a little bit of a vitality increase and quite a lot of finesse rating increase from that. That's kind of nice. Another 130 update for us. Talk to him near the Angmarin Tower. So we're going to head over there. Whether or not we complete this today, we'll have to see. It depends on what it's like over there. So... where is it? It is a little bit further up. Cool. So as long as we have sacrifice on, I think we're generally alright. Especially since we had that little bit of a morale boost. You know, we have relatively large amount of morale. As I said earlier, our gear is very morale based, which is good. So we have a lot of morale. Our issue currently is we can take a lot of damage, but we're not outputting as much as I'd like. In an ideal world, I would like to increase our damage output, which is another reason why, kind of once we're out of this instance, I think, or to be fair, I might even do it in between episodes. I might just go and try and, what's the best way of us getting there? Probably do this. But I want to go to Mordor at the very least, I think, and maybe Vales of Anduin, because there's also a location there for it, or a few locations, and grab the ancient caches, or whatever they're called, which should give us some gear. I don't know if it's just weaponry you get from it, or if there's a chance of not getting weaponry, or if there's a chance of getting armor for it or anything. But all I know is, or I'm pretty sure I know, is that it scales to our level, because we were level 128, I think, or 129 when we picked up this. 129. So, obviously, oh wow, that was a large chunk of damage just taken there. Let's use press onwards and try and get out of here. In fact, Cry the Hunter could be useful. Just need to be very careful because our morale is low. And I don't think I'll take damage from the fire, which is good. I think it's more decoration than anything. But yeah, it scales to our level, which is good because then we can use that to our advantage. Grab, hopefully, a better sword because it's 115 and, we're 15 levels above that. And then hopefully we can get also Let's wait for our morale to regen quickly. Maybe a bow. Bow is fine for the most part right now, and I, again, need to kind of focus on this bow. But a nice, better 130 bow would be nice, and I think on the auction hall, most stuff is being sold at 130, rather than the kind of intermediate levels between 115 and 130. But an increase to this sword will be nice, not only just for damage, but also we'll get a lot more vitality and agility increase, which will also increase our damage output. So we might end up doing that in between this episode and next one. We'll see how it goes. I'll kind of have to see how easy they are to obtain. But we'll quickly see what Eowyn wants us to do and see if we want to finish off with his plan. Let's go up here. We're going to try and convince some dwarves to excavate the northeastern road. Targeted by Eowyn. See what they say. And then, depending on how long this quest takes, you know, if this is it, we'll just complete it after. But if it's like, kill 10 enemies, we'll probably finish off for the day and leave that for the next time. Because if I have to kill a load of enemies, especially here, I would like that little upgrade that we might have. Because it's not worth, like, part of me is like, oh, we should wait until, you know, the next level cap and do it at the next level cap because we won't have any. But I think this is a better time than any to, oh, it's I said excavated, I meant evacuated. I read it as excavated, and then I went, that doesn't make sense, but I didn't think to correct myself, apparently. Alright, Eowyn, do you know there's a massive drake behind you, right? Okay. I should have been looking. I didn't look at the explosion.
What a beautiful sight.
Right. What does it want us to do? Recover twice stolen goblin bombs from goblin sneaks. So passage of foes? Oh, I expected... when I read the words goblin sneak, I expected it to be like those invisible enemies. Like, for example, there's a quest in Mordor where you have to find Durthang's spies, and they are invisible. So I think as a hunter, we're very good at perceiving them and find them pretty easily, or just use passage of foes. I expected them to be like that, like beneath notice sort of enemies, but apparently not. We can just see them out in the open. And we're all right at killing them. 220k, give or take. And we're slowly working towards the Forces of Gundabad Intermediate, but at the same time, it's kind of useless to us because we're not going to get an experience from it. Though we do get copper coins of Gundabad, which we can use for gear and other such things, you know, upgrades along the way. So that should be good. Right. Find and quench the hidden goblin bombs somewhere near the lakeside trench. So that is here. A lot of traveling today. We are in a war, technically, so we are obviously having to be careful of that, but a lot of traveling. What on earth just happened there? I'm not entirely sure. And that troll just appeared out of nowhere, and that shouldn't have happened. Right, let's dash, because at least it'll do something for us. Do these guys not take damage from the gas? I guess not. Thanks, guys, for boosting me a little bit out of the way of you. Much appreciated. That was not what I wanted to use dash on. That was really not productive. I'm gonna have to spend a little bit of time not in battle for a second, just because my morale is quite low. So I'm gonna have to get out of combat. In fact, it might be quicker for us to just jump in here quickly. And yeah, we're going to dismount, but we'll also should get out of combat. And be able to regen our morale a bit. Apparently we're just going to stay in combat. I guess we'll explore whilst we're here. In fact, can we maybe... Is there maybe a way of getting out of here? Like, is there a... Is this like a tunnel, 2 different locations? Like, is there a door that goes back to... the main area, maybe? Or is it just straight up... Why are we still in combat? Okay, we'll use press onwards, get a bit of morale, but I really feel like we shouldn't be in combat still. Because, I mean, we're in a completely separate location, like an interior location. Unless we are technically on the same map. Oh no, finally. I was going to say, unless we're technically on the same map, just a bit further away. But I think I was wrong, or right, in a sense, where we are in a different location. So, but I was hoping that maybe, you know, it would go down. I guess technically it goes like over here, but I was hoping there'd be a, you know, a passage to here. We should actually dismount, honestly. We need to find... Why am I in combat again? Oh, someone help me, please. It's not that I can't defeat it. I would just like help if I could. Oh, I'm in a different trench than the one I thought I was in. I thought I was in the trench that's a teeny bit forward than this. Or maybe I am right. I think the Zelruka soldiers that have white above their names are the ones that help. Anything else won't help us. So need to be careful and aware of that. Right. Take you out. The Frost Horde, I feel like I should have accepted this quest by now just because, but... Okay. We now need to talk to Durin back here. So we're going to go back, talk to Durin, and then we're going to be finished for the day. But yeah, we've been productive. Very productive. And I'm going to hopefully be productive as well in between episodes. I'll try and get myself some more of the Scrolls of Empowerment, just to get our weapon a little bit higher as well. Though it shouldn't actually matter. Like, obviously we want them, but it's not going to make a difference because we're not actually using that bow. We're using a different bow. And hopefully we can get a bow that has agility on it. But maybe we'll get like a better sword. But I then lose like the Desperate Flight and the Press Onwards cooldown. So that's actually useful for us to have. And we technically want to go back to having this bow because of the like damage stuff. I should probably also grab one of these to use and change it to barrage damage, but that's stuff for another day. Let's go talk to Durin. Why am I still in battle? I don't know.
Victory is at hand.
And oh, we actually got one of those, which is kind of cool. But we now have a new necklace. Yeah. So what's that? 1,300 agility, about 700 vitality, and about 9,000 finesse. So we should see 156k, which is nice. So yeah, that's good. And then we'll just disenchant now. Interestingly, we can't disenchant these for embers. Huh, I would have thought you could. Everything else I think you can that we see. Actually, no, anything that's 130. We haven't been able to use those for. Either way, 4.8. So I think we've got 2 more quests to go. So what I might end up doing, obviously we've got like a couple of episodes to go till 600, sorry. We might do like something here, like a side quest as well, just so we've got, you know, we don't have episodes where we're not really doing anything. And I obviously don't want to skip like 599 to get, I think 599 is definitely going to be like the final instance quest. So next episode we'll just like do a couple extras, get more coins and stuff, because obviously we want to be using these, and we can get a few things. We can get like armor, which is technically better. I mean, okay, let's look at something that's actually 130. This, for example, is okay, more vitality, less agility, but it has an extra essence slot and has more armor, so you could probably get like a pretty decent agility essence and like a fate essence or something. But that's besides the point. Basically, we're just gonna obviously try and get as much as done so the episodes aren't super short, basically. But that's gonna be it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.